A watershed is an area of land where all the surface water and water seeping into the soil drains to the same point: a wetland, a lake, a creek, and eventually the ocean. The capital region is made up of approximately 300 large watersheds and many more smaller watersheds, each with their own network of lakes and creeks leading to the ocean, while some coastal areas drain directly to the ocean. These are all multi-use watersheds where we live, work, and play, utilizing the land and ground and surface water. Watersheds cross property lines and municipal borders. We all live in a watershed. For thousands of years, watersheds on southern Vancouver Island have supported people and a huge diversity of wildlife that live on the land and in and around our creeks, wetlands, and lakes. Healthy watersheds are important because they control the flow of water, allowing it to be slowly absorbed into the landscape. A healthy watershed includes ample trees throughout to absorb and slow the rain, as well as vegetated areas around the banks of a lake or creek, which act as a filter for incoming water. This keeps it clean for the animals, insects, and birds that live in these habitats. Southern Vancouver Island, the capital region, is largely forest. These trees provide an important function in a healthy watershed. When it rains in a natural watershed, about 50% of that water is pumped back to the sky by the trees and sun. This is called evapotranspiration. The other half soaks directly into the soil and slowly moves downhill. This underground movement of water is called interflow. When the water eventually reaches a wetland, lake, or creek, it then continues to flow toward larger creeks or lakes, and eventually the ocean. As the population of Greater Victoria and across the capital region increased, forests were cleared for agriculture, roads paved, and buildings began to dot the landscape. All of these changes have an impact on rainwater's interaction with the landscape. The loss of tree cover meant that less water was being returned to the sky and more water remained on the land. As agricultural areas and towns developed, ditches were built to drain the water from the landscape as quickly as possible because there were no longer enough trees to naturally manage the water. As the cities further developed, ditches and creeks were converted into the underground pipes of our stormwater system. Buildings, roads, and parking lots create impervious surfaces where the rain cannot soak in. The increase in impervious surfaces and storm drains creates two key impacts on a watershed. The first impact is an increase in water flow. In a healthy watershed, rain could take days or months to make its way to creeks. In an urban storm drain system, it could take just minutes. During the rainy season, creeks can become overwhelmed when water that moves through them too quickly causes erosion of the banks and flooding, which creates a poor habitat for fish. The second impact is an increase in water pollution. This is what happens when rainwater becomes stormwater. Stormwater is the major source of pollution to our local waterways and nearshore marine receiving environment. Whether natural, rural, or urban, we all live in a watershed that is ours to keep clean, enhance, and protect. So get involved and learn about the ways you can clean, protect, and enhance the watersheds in the CRD. Visit www.crd.bc.ca/watersheds. The CRD, making a difference together.